Many people often misunderstand what it means when someone says a woman has a tight vagina. Society has attached myths, moral judgments, and false assumptions to this natural aspect of the female body. But science and psychology tell a very different story. Vaginal tightness isn't a sign of a woman's sexual activity, morality, or attractiveness. It's mainly a matter of biology and muscle health. The key factor behind vaginal tone is the pelvic floor muscles, which support the bladder, uterus, and rectum. Women who regularly practice Kegel exercises, engage in fitness routines such as yoga or Pilates, or maintain strong overall muscle tone often have better pelvic control. This can create the sensation of tightness during intercourse, but it's not linked to sexual history. Instead, it's a sign of good muscle strength and health. Several factors can influence vaginal tone, including age, childbirth, and hormonal changes. After giving birth or with age, a drop in estrogen can reduce elasticity and lubrication. These are natural biological processes that happen to all bodies and have nothing to do with desirability. From a psychological point of view, a woman's comfort, trust, and emotional connection with her partner play a much greater role in satisfaction than any physical trait. When a woman feels emotionally safe, respected, and supported, she's more likely to relax her pelvic muscles, making intimacy more pleasurable for both partners. On the other hand, stress, anxiety, or performance pressure can lead to involuntary tightening of these muscles, causing discomfort. This is a psychological response, not a reflection of a woman's body or worth. In essence, vaginal tightness is a health-related factor, not a moral or personal one. A woman's value, attraction, or sexual pleasure cannot be defined by myths or social taboos. Promoting open communication, emotional intimacy, and sexual education is the key to stronger relationships and better self-confidence. Part 2. The truth about vaginal tightness, mind-body connection, and relationship. Psychology script. When it comes to intimacy, the connection between the mind and body plays a powerful role, often more important than physical attributes themselves. Many people don't realize that a woman's emotional state directly affects her body's physical responses during intimacy. When a woman feels relaxed, loved, and emotionally connected, her body naturally responds with comfort, warmth, and better muscle coordination. But when she feels tense, anxious, or self-conscious, the pelvic muscles may involuntarily tighten, sometimes leading to pain or discomfort. This has nothing to do with tightness as a physical measure and everything to do with psychological safety and emotional well-being. Sexual health experts often emphasize that mental relaxation is the foundation of pleasurable intimacy. The brain releases hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which create feelings of trust, pleasure, and closeness. Without that emotional bond, physical sensations alone cannot bring lasting satisfaction. Moreover, it's important to remember that every woman's body is unique. Vaginal shape, muscle tone, and sensitivity vary naturally from person to person. Comparing or labeling these differences creates unnecessary insecurity and body image issues. Instead, understanding and respecting these variations helps promote body positivity and healthy relationships. In relationships, communication is the real key. Partners who talk openly about comfort, preferences, and emotional needs experience stronger intimacy and fewer misunderstandings. Listening, patience, and mutual respect matter far more than any physical expectation or stereotype. From a health perspective, maintaining pelvic floor strength is beneficial not just for intimacy, but also for daily well-being. Strong pelvic muscles improve posture, bladder control, and even core stability. Activities like Kegel exercises, yoga stretches, and deep breathing can help strengthen these muscles naturally, enhancing both physical and emotional confidence. Ultimately, true intimacy is not about physical tightness, but about trust, emotional safety, and mutual connection. A healthy relationship values openness, care, and understanding over any physical myths or social judgments. Part 3. Building confidence, health, and emotional intimacy script. Now that we understand how vaginal tightness relates to muscle health and psychology, let's explore how women can strengthen their pelvic health and build more confidence, both physically and emotionally. First, It's important to focus on body awareness. The more you understand your body, the easier it becomes to maintain balance and comfort. Simple daily habits like staying hydrated, maintaining good posture, and engaging in light exercise help keep blood circulation healthy, which supports pelvic muscle function. One of the most effective methods is Kegel exercises. These are gentle muscle contractions that strengthen the pelvic floor. Practicing them regularly can improve bladder control, increase muscle tone, and enhance sensitivity. But remember, the goal isn't to make the vagina tight. The goal is to make the muscles strong and responsive, which benefits overall health. Another great option is yoga and Pilates. These activities improve flexibility, reduce stress, and build core strength, all of which support pelvic balance. Deep breathing and mindfulness exercises can also help reduce anxiety, promoting relaxation during intimate moments. Beyond the physical, emotional confidence plays a huge role in sexual well-being. A woman who feels secure, loved, and respected is more likely to feel comfortable expressing her needs and boundaries. Confidence comes from self-acceptance, not from trying to meet unrealistic beauty or performance standards. For partners, understanding this is equally important. True intimacy grows through empathy, patience, and communication, not judgment or comparison. When both partners value emotional closeness, the body naturally responds with greater harmony and pleasure. Lastly, if someone experiences pain or discomfort during intimacy, it's always best to seek professional help. Consulting a gynecologist or pelvic floor therapist can identify any medical or muscular concerns early on. Prioritizing health is a sign of strength, not weakness. In summary, vaginal tightness isn't something to chase or measure. It's part of a woman's natural anatomy and muscle health. What truly matters is emotional comfort, mutual respect, and a positive body connection. A confident mind and healthy body together create the most fulfilling intimacy. Part 4. Confidence, connection, and the truth about intimacy script. In today's world, where myths about sexuality spread faster than facts, it's essential to separate truth from assumption. Many people still believe that physical traits define pleasure or attraction. But the real secret to fulfilling intimacy lies in emotional awareness, understanding, and respect. When we look at the science, we see that the body and mind work together in harmony. A woman's comfort, confidence, and emotional safety have a much stronger impact on intimacy than any physical characteristic. In fact, when partners trust and support each other, their connection deepens naturally, leading to greater satisfaction for both. For women, self-acceptance is one of the most powerful forms of strength. Every body changes, through age, childbirth, or simply time, but those changes tell the story of growth, not loss. Embracing one's body, caring for health, and maintaining open communication with a partner are far more valuable than chasing unrealistic ideals. For men, the message is just as important. True intimacy begins with empathy and understanding, not pressure or performance. Listening, respecting boundaries, and appreciating your partner's comfort build trust that no physical feature can replace. In relationships, connection beats perfection. It's not about being flawless, it's about being emotionally present. Intimacy isn't a competition. It's a partnership built on honesty, patience, and care. From a psychological point of view, when both partners feel emotionally safe, their bodies naturally respond with relaxation and pleasure. This is the true meaning of healthy sexuality, a balance of physical wellness, emotional trust, and mutual respect. As society continues to evolve, it's time we replace outdated myths with knowledge, compassion, and open dialogue. Understanding how the body and mind work together empowers people to form deeper, more meaningful bonds. So remember, vaginal tightness is not a measure of worth or desire. It's simply a reflection of muscle health, emotions, and overall well-being. What really defines intimacy is connection, care, and confidence. Educate yourself, love your body, and respect your partner. That's the real foundation of lasting intimacy and emotional harmony.